Hey guys, welcome back to Input, and I'm going to show you in this video a customization technique for figures on how to remove paint. Now, this is actually a really easy, super easy thing to do, and I'm going to show you on Titan Returns Overlord right here. He's going to be in the background. He's going to watch this happen. Anyway, Titan Return Overlord's gun. Now, when I first opened this figure, I thought that the gun was molded in a purple plastic. It was not. It is actually painted. It's actually molded in a gray plastic, which you can see right here, where I plugged it into his hand and it rubbed off the paint really quickly. So what I'm going to show you in this video is how to remove paint and essentially how to fix this problem. Now, another problem with the figure is that his tank mode, when you go to plug this gun into the tank mode, it gets stuck because they painted the inside of the peg hole where the gun makes the turret. They painted inside that peg hole. And when I plugged it into there, you can see some of the blue paint on the inside of the hole rubbed off in there as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip the paint completely off of this handle, and I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'm going to show you the tools that you're going to need. So obviously you're going to need a figure or something that's painted. So right there's the gun, and you're going to need some cotton balls, and if you really want to get down into the crevices and the nitty-gritty, some Q-tips and some alcohol. Now, a lot of people will use rubbing alcohol that's bought from Walgreens or whatever, and that's fine. But the most that you can get from them is, I think it's 96% rubbing alcohol. It's a really high number, but I prefer this 99.9% alcohol. Now, this is for electronics. So I picked this up at my local Fry's Electronics, and it works extremely well. It's extremely potent as well, but like I said, it'll get the job done really quickly. So the base idea, and it'll get the job done, in my experience, a lot faster than your traditional rubbing alcohol will. Thing is, you have to be really, really careful. So you see like how I'm rubbing it right here. There's no alcohol in this, but if you see how I'm rubbing the handle, if there was alcohol on there, it would get the top part of the gun as well. Now, I don't have the color code for this gun, so I cannot paint match if I mess it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cotton ball and I'm just going to rip it in half like that. Maybe a little bit more, maybe in half again. Okay, and I'm just going to get a small version to make a smaller cotton ball, essentially. And I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to pour some alcohol on it, and I'm just going to rub it just like that. So let's go ahead and get that going. I'm going to do this off camera, but I will talk to you guys as I do it. So you want to get the cotton ball pretty saturated and let it dry out just a little bit. And if you're just using bare hands like I am, make sure your hands are not dripping with alcohol, because when you touch it, the paint's going to get on your hands. So just kind of want to get that alcohol on the Q-tip and just kind of rub it around. See, you can already see the paint's coming off of it. Now, if you don't see paint coming off of the gun quite yet, it's getting there. If there's paint on the cotton ball, then the paint's coming off of whatever it is that you're trying to take the paint off of. So, and there you go. See how the paint's coming off onto the cotton ball? And actually mainly coming off right here on this side. You can start to see a lot of gray plastic show through on this. So, and like I said, this is just, I'm just doing this so I can get the gun to fit in his hand properly. And possibly, hopefully, fit, see, it's already coming off right there. Hopefully fit into the tank mode of the figure as well. So, like I said, this shouldn't take you too long. As you see, the paint's already starting to come off really quickly. You just give it a couple of good turns, a couple of good twists. Now, if you start to get super saturated in color on the cotton ball, that's fine. It's okay. You can just flip over the cotton ball to where it's not saturated in color and just keep twisting and keep doing what you're doing. However you're getting the paint off. Now see, this... see how that comes out really good. Comes off really well. Now, like I said, if you really want to get a little bit further, if you want to go a little bit further than this, you just take a Q-tip, dip that with alcohol, or dip that into alcohol, and you can just kind of go into the ridge right here and just rub it like that. Actually, I'll go ahead and I'll show you. Go ahead and just show you guys how to do that. Since we're already here, we might as well. So, same situation, you just want it to be damp, you don't want it to be sobbing or soaking wet in alcohol, and you just kind of get in that crevice with the Q-tip. See, it's already starting to turn purple. I can get my camera to focus on anything right now. Come on, focus. Focus, damn it, focus! Come on. Sorry, guys, for getting out of focus. There we go. All right. So, like I said, you just want to get it right in that crevice and just kind of rub it in there. And be gentle, because like I said, you don't want to go up too far. Because otherwise, you end up rubbing the paint off of everything else, everywhere else on the gun. And the Q-tip is really nice for touch-ups as well. So, just kind of get in there. And if you need to re-wet the Q-tip will probably dry out a lot quicker than the cotton ball will. But if you need to re-wet it, it's fine. Just dip it, pre-dip it, and you should be good to go. And again, like I said, you don't want it to have it be soaking wet, the Q-tip. Just enough to get in there and rub the cotton ball off, or rub the paint off with a cotton tip. See? And it's already starting to come out. As you see, it's starting to lighten up in there, right there. Now, Q-tips do take a little bit longer to work with than cotton balls, and it's just really your preference, how neat and how clean you want it to look. You know, is he going to be displayed constantly with his gun, without his gun, whatever? Just depends on, you know, like I said, on your preference for whatever it is that you're wanting to do with whatever it is you're customizing. So that should be good enough to get into his hand. Let's check. You always want to check your tolerance and stuff when you think you're done. So we'll just go ahead. Let's plug that in right there. And it does fit a lot better into his hand. It did go in a lot quicker and a lot better. A lot less force, I guess. Now, back on the back right here, let me disconnect him. Lay him down. Now, this part right here is the hole where the gun plugs into when this part is in a tank. As you see, Hasbro painted in there, painted blue in there. So now that I rubbed off the purple a little bit, let's see if it's thin enough to kind of slide in. Yeah, it works. It does work, actually. And it starts to get jammed right around where it starts to meet up with the purple. So I might go in there and rub some of the blue off with a Q-tip. So it looks like there's some post in there. So again, if the hole's big enough, just go in there with the Q-tip, just like so, just like that, and make sure you got rubbing alcohol on it. See, I even grabbed the wrong Q-tip. And you just go in there and you give it a spin. Now, the thing is, you want to use less alcohol on the Q-tip if you're attempting to do this part, a clearance issue with this part. If you're attempting to fix the clearance issue with this part, geez. Because alcohol, see the blue starting to come off in there. alcohol will actually, it's liquid, so it's going to fill in, and seeing the blue actually came off, so it really was a super tight fit in there. But there we go. It's in there a lot nicer, a lot better. So there you go, guys. Just get in there and keep at it and clean it all out. Clean the paint out and everything else. Now, I don't know if Hasbro did this on purpose, but to me, this is something that's really irksome to me, just because of, that shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't have happened. Somebody at Hasbro should have definitely just plugged the gun in there to see. Now, I just dip my Q-tip in some more alcohol. Like I said, I'm just getting it porous, or not porous, just, moist, and getting in there, and just kind of spin it around, twist it around or whatever. And you see the blue is starting to come off. Don't really know how well. See, looks like dirt, but it's not. It's blue paint. And how well does that fit in there now? There we go. And voila, there you go, guys. Problem solved. That's your Titans Return. That's your Titans Return Overlord fix. You shouldn't have to fix it, but every now and then we do. So let's plug him back together, and voila, there you go. And just to show you that it does work, pow. There you go. All right, guys. Thanks for sitting down and joining me with this customization technique or trick or whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time.